Welcome to Poor Man Mods. Today we have a very special episode for you. I'm going to show you how to convert your sealed beams over to HIDs. So stay tuned. Now, if you're anything like me, you want the best of both worlds. All the newer cars have HIDs, high intensity displacement lights. The older cars don't. They have the sealed beams and they really don't provide much light at night. So I found a really good deal online. I got these lights with new housings. These housings are actually open in the back. They're designed to fit one of these, which has an HID and a halogen. So what this does is sit inside the housing. All your connections are out back here. If you do have the sealed beam setup, it comes with this already. Plug and play. It's very simple. I looked around. I couldn't find a really good setup that I enjoyed to go ahead and wire. Most of the time, you have to run a positive wire to these to make it, make the ballasts work. But on this one, it's just. Yeah. Freddie was pointing to the Supra. The Supra had to get wired into the ballast separately. So these come with. All you do is connect this to the HIDs, mount your ballast, and plug and play. So it can't be any simpler. The tools you'll need for this is just a standard drill, and we'll show you how to do that.
However, this guy said these are plug and play. How much did you pay for that?
The whole setup?
Whole setup.
$68 shipped.
$68. So if you want to go the even cheaper route, the ones that I put on the Supra, you have to wire in, but they were 24 bucks. Super cheap.
Super cheap?
Super cheap.
Super cheap.
Of course, I always do the cheap way, but you do have to wire them in. It's a little bit more of a hassle. So pick your poison.
First step of the process is disconnect your battery. Second step is to get these black housings off. So all you need to do is just take the 4 screws out, 2 on either side, and they will pop right off. Next step would be to take the housing down. So there's going to be 3 clips, 1, 2, and 3. Just push it back, pull it down, and then slide it forward. The metal bracket here, there's 4 screws. Make sure you don't lose them. They will get lost. They're very small. If you're finding out that they're not coming out easy enough, just spray some PB Blaster on them, very small. Make sure you put them somewhere safe.
I lost 3 of them on the Supra.
Did you?
And 2 of the housing bolts, too. So
The Supra's a freaking hog, man.
it eats bolts,
It eats everything.
wires, it eats gas,
Small
eats
children.
money. Small children, money.
Make sure the lens doesn't fall out. There you go. Disconnect it. Your next step, once you have your lights out, is to check your newly acquired light bulbs to make sure they all work. So I will get Freddie to go flip on the lights real quick. Good, that's what we like to see. Try the high beam. Perfect. Cool. Looks good. Now that your lights check out, you can figure out where you want to mount these bad boys. Cool. Good, I think that eliminates the hang-up problem. So basically all I did was to make this work. There's little holes in and behind the headlight housing that I brought the ballast through. Okay. Then from there it lines up to this right here is the stock harness for the headlight. Plugs in right there, and I have it zip tied underneath the red cover, like on the other side of the headlight, just to keep this wire in place, just to keep that in place, because before the original connector, when the headlight came down, the bottom of the headlight crushed it against the back. So I can fix that problem. I think already looks much better. good. What I'll do next is put the black housing around it after we clean it up a little bit, and then we'll move to the left, to the right side. So we're coming down the home stretch of the installation. The only thing left to do is to put our black housing covers back on, and I've already resprayed with vinyl and fabric spray just to get a little bit of a nice shine against these new lights. One thing I did notice when I was putting the ballasts in the engine bay was there's really no place to mount them. So what I'll do is figure out a spot to do that, and then I'll put self-tapping screws to hold the ballast in place, and that'll be sufficient enough just so the ballast isn't sliding around and getting damaged. But overall, simple install, right? I mean, you take the old ones out and you put the new ones in and it plugs right up. So obviously we have the HIDs on the right side and we have stock sealed beams on the left side. You can see it's a big difference. And actually, if you can stand where I'm at and look straight ahead, huge difference. Huge difference. So I'm really happy. This is a very simple install. Like I said, $68 shipped to the house. Came with everything you need to switch over your sealed beams to HID conversion. I couldn't be any happier. So thanks for watching this one, and we'll catch you guys next time.